Today we will be testing the support and resistance with breaks and bounce indicator.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the support and resistance with breaks and bounces indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 64 different strategies, with 16 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 860 indicators, with 357 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. We've also retested in the advanced testing 56 of the winning indicators. 21 of them have been able to maintain the winning status, the best to a 76% win rate. Now keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market and time frame universally. Alright, so today we are testing the support and resistance with breaks and bounces indicator, and you can see it here on screen. Relatively simple setup on this. We have these areas of support and resistance. Basically, they are kind of notated here. These are the swing lows and swing highs. Probably using something like the zigzag indicator is, I think, what is a very common indicator or very common calculation to get these kind of swings here, and then notate them with these lines here. Obviously the red and the green here, and so that's going to be kind of notation of the support and resistance areas. And then the indicator also notates when we get a break of the support and resistance areas, or a bounce off of those support and resistance areas. And so in this particular case, what we are looking for is going to be the break of the support and resistance areas. So we're really just looking for these kind of tags here, these X's, I guess you could say. Unfortunately, it doesn't make the words larger when I zoom in. That's something that I wish TradingView would fix. Nonetheless, you can see these X's right here, blue X there, and you can see that we get the word break and the word break right there. Now you can see that the words themselves are colored either red or green. And so that's going to give us our direction in which we're going to go. So if we get a green break with the X there, then that's going to be a signal to then go long. If we get a red break there with an X, that's going to be a signal to then go short. And so not much to it other than that. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing. and see what we can get out of it. So you can see here how we started to form those support and resistance using these swing levels here. You can see that the first kind of tag we get there is going to be a bounce tag. But again, we're not looking for those. We're looking for specifically the break tags there. So I'm going to back it up just a little bit so you can see that the tag doesn't actually happen on the candle here. It's actually the next candle there that it picks up that break. But you can see that we get the word break there in red. It's going to be a short signal right there. Let's go ahead and play this forward a little bit. Looks like we might have spiked down to our take profit right there. Yep, we got a little bit of a pullback there on that that green. Well, I guess we would have entered technically at the close here of that candle there. And so we pretty much get a really nice push down to the downside there on that candle right there, that red candle. So definitely would have gotten us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we're then going to pick up another short signal right here. We get that break in red once again. Fortunately, though, it looks like we might get stopped out on this one. Let's just double check here. Stop is at 105, so didn't quite get stopped out on that one. Got really close, and then it looks like we make a decent little push to the downside there, which does get us to our take profit once again. So not too bad so far. All right, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long. And we'll pick this up when we're at the end of the year. All right, so that's going to put us at the end of the year right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our Discord server. So this is our Discord server here. It is free to join. Most of the channels here are free. You're welcome to join and take part in most of the conversations here in all these free channels. But we do have a Patreon only channel set up just for our patrons to take advantage of some great advanced information that we're putting out for everyone to see. For example, Sasquatch here is an amazing Forex prop trader. He's putting up charts like this on a regular basis where he's marking out areas of support and resistance, areas of interest, sometimes even where he is looking to enter a trade. And he is constantly giving some really great, awesome advice to everybody, showing really how to mark up a chart using price action kind of pattern setups, wedges, support and resistance, all kinds of great stuff. Our newest admin here is Mike from Upright Trading. Does a really great job of helping people out on indicators. He's got quite a few indicators that he has created himself. Some are paid, some are free, but all of them are really, really great indicators. He really goes above and beyond to make sure that he's constantly updating the indicators, looking at new ways to improve the indicators, and just in general helping people, giving them on advice on how to use his indicators as well as other indicators as well, not just his own. Very, very knowledgeable when it comes to indicators. And just all around, it's a great environment where everybody's helping everybody out, supporting everybody, giving everybody advice, and just really uplifting each other and helping everybody become better traders. I highly recommend that you join us. All right, back to our indicator here. So I did have to jump back here because I realized that after a couple of these trades here, I realized that I wasn't doing the one candle buffer that I was talking about in the beginning. I kept marking it the wrong candle there and was getting a few kind of false winning trades out of these false winning signals. And so I had to go back and adjust a couple, well, at least this one here, that one ended up being a losing trade instead of a winning trade. And so nonetheless, let's go back here and take a look. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 trades all together there, and only one winning trade. And so unfortunately, that is not going to meet the 60% criteria that we're looking for. Often what we see is when we get breaks of the support and resistance area, price doesn't often just take off. That's kind of a misunderstanding that a lot of new traders have when it comes to trading. You think that if you get a break of these levels, that price will just shoot out of there and just take off to whatever direction it broke out to, very similar to here. Now, it's not to say that it never happens, because it does sometimes, but you can even see here, we get a really nice massive green candle breaks out of this support and resistance area, breaks out of this level, and immediately it starts to come back and retest this area that it broke out before it finally holds this level and shoots up to the upside there. And so often what we see is when we get the break of these levels, we don't get just a clean runaway with price action. We get a kind of pause, a hesitation, a come back and retrace, retest these areas before it then takes off, trying to decide whether or not this is going to be a false breakout or a real breakout is basically what's happening. And so people who got in way down here on the bounce of this level rode this up. As soon as it makes this break here, they all start taking profits off of this, and it stalls out price action, and price often will come back and just retrace back into this area, bounce around a little bit before it then finally takes off in a direction. Very similar to right here, very similar to right here. You see how you get a whole lot of indecision when these areas are broken. So that was kind of the downfall of this indicator here. Now, using it as a bounce, that might be something that we test in another video. We might test these bounces to see if there's any validity to those. That might be something that we can do as well. But for now, it's going to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.